2025 is over and we have a new champion. We have a new champion. Now, Abu Dhabi saw us crown Lando Norris as the new Formula 1 world champion. And this is the first time we have a McLaren driver as world champion since when? 2007? Lewis Hamilton. And the gap from the champion to the next challenge, to the nearest challenger was how many points? 2 points. Max Verstappen coming in second. Heartbreaking moment for you guys and me personally because I was rooting for Max Verstappen. But we are here right now. We are living in the Lando era, as Zach Brown once said.
Really?
Yeah, it is factually the Lando era.
Just a few days in.
A few days.
A few hours in.
It's an era still.
Really?
It is an era. Don't hate the moment. But what stood out for most isn't Lando's impressive win per se. It was actually Max's recovery drive into the championship points. Do I call it the recovery drive into the championship picture?
Resurgence.
The resurgence. Have we had anything close to this in terms of championship resurgence? Is this the best championship resurgence you've ever seen in the sport?
Maybe you're talking about the point deficit, like how much points are Linini?
Yeah.
It was 100.
Yeah, it was 100 plus.
104.
100 plus, you know.
I don't know. But I think it should be among the top.
We got to see Max Verstappen, pivot from being one of the most hated drivers on the grid to being one of the most supported drivers on the grid. And
Most supported?
Yeah, listen. He got the Tifosi to cheer for him at Monza. He got the Tifosi to cheer for him at Monza when our car was in the gutters.
They were trying to woo him to Ferrari.
Yeah, and who do you think?
Because at that time there were a lot of Mercedes, Ferrari rumors. Max is not happy.
No. Listen, Sasa
they were doing their shot.
Yeah.
Now that you brought that caveat in, who do you think was getting the boot if we were able to woo him? Who do you think was getting the boot? Okay. But anyway, let's not take away from Lando's moment, his 15 minutes of fame. Let's give him his flowers. Listen, he has stuck with this team from when they were backmarkers. And I'm not saying this metaphorically, I'm saying this literally. There's a time McLaren walikuwa nowhere to be seen. They had no sponsors. Music. Yeah, they had no sponsors. The car was just completely orange. Nothing. Hakuna kitu imeandiko. Kuna shangaa, they just got off the paint job na wakaenda kwa track. Makituka hiyo. And Zach Brown built his team around this young prodigy, a Formula 2 graduate at that. By the way, that's something. A Formula 2 graduate mwenye ameenda kashinda the championship.
He's a first Formula 2 graduate.
Yeah, I always reckon it
after GP2.
Formula 2. Not GP2, Formula 2.
No, after GP2 got rebranded.
After GP2 got rebranded. Yes. Yeah, and kudos to him, man.
But he was third in F2.
Yeah, he never won the championship.
Was he in the same class with George?
Yeah.
And
George won the championship.
I think with Albon, yeah.
George won the championship.
Lando was third, but he was still very quick.
But I mean, he was in a McLaren development car. So, McLaren was still in the dark days your time. I'm actually really happy for McLaren, Zach Brown, and the entire team. I might not like them, but I can't help but be proud of them and their situation and how they've actually turned it around.
You said you could not live in a world where Lando is
I'm wondering today, what's going on?
The same way Max, we share the same therapist with Max Verstappen and the Verstappen family. Max, he's had his fair share of crash out moments, but he was actually very graceful in defeat. And enough reason to be, because he did the best he could. Na his father too, budake ndo anakuanga pale wa kuthrow tantrums na vitu kaizo, but they weren't throwing tantrums. We were just like, listen, it all happened, nothing to stress about. I mean, like Clark we did try to help you guys. But it wasn't meant to be. Unfortunately, Kimi Antonelli had other things. And
George was also, I don't know. I don't know. I think this is karma.
Who are you blaming for that loss?
Karma for 80-21.
Because
there are many things. I'm sorry we are going to the race, but there are many things that were happening during the race which I don't know.
Things are hitting.
I felt like the race was being manipulated.
For you or against you?
Yuki did not do a good enough job.
No, of course, I remember S was declaring Yuki as the Minister of
Defense.
And what did I tell you?
Don't give him the title yet.
Yeah, don't give him the title yet.
But he did try. Sinani overtook from LN4, overtook all four, the four stands.
He did try. But you see, for me, I knew this was going to be the probability of Lando finishing fourth and below. I knew this was going to be hard at the moment I saw Piastri was starting on the hards. And then also the moment I saw Alonso qualified, I think P6, I knew, God damn it. Alonso is just going to form a train. And to make matters worse, George had a really shitty start. And he was stuck behind Alonso, I don't know for how many laps.
Do you guys remember?
So now we only had Charles and Alonso in the train behind trying to chase Lando.
Your hopes are on Russell.
Not
Russell
and Charles. As in the first few laps, because of course the McLarens had superior pace.
Yeah.
Compared to everyone. Yeah. So I was expecting for a little bit of chaos, shenanigans to happen in the first few laps before the McLaren started stretching the field. But that didn't happen.
Do you guys remember the 2016 finale in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
No, I don't recall. I wasn't watching.
Where they decided that the points that you get to the double. Oh, no,
not
that
even
was
that.
2014. Sorry.
Not even that. Because Hamilton was chasing Rosberg.
Oh, Hamilton versus Rosberg. Yeah.
And I remember Hamilton had a really, really interesting race strategy. If you go back and rewatch it, Hamilton was closing up the pack together. Your Vettel catch up because
Feed
Vettel,
him to the sharks.
Yeah, feed him exactly. I actually thought that's the strategy. Like
it was.
Max Verstappen would have attempted to deploy.
There was a buffer. Piastri was there.
It was, yeah.
There was a buffer.
So Piastri.
Oh, he would have gone for the win.
Yeah. So Piastri had to push Max because Piastri was on hards. Yeah.
But okay, for 2021, this is my theory. It is not Nini. You see the way Checo defended and the way he had pace.
Yeah.
And then after that, he retired.
Yeah.
So apparently, he was not fueled to the end. So they needed him to have pace at that moment to delay
Hamilton.
To delay Hamilton.
This is 21. Your theory for 21.
Yes. So like I was expecting some form of like something like you see
from Yuki.
Anybody inaweza kuwa hata racing bulls.
I'll be honest with you. Even before the race started, I don't know the person who was sitting with. I told him
you're sitting to done.
Yes, a guy who we share the same name.
Yeah,
I was telling him there's absolutely no way Mercedes is going to meddle with Lando.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't do that.
I mean, you know.
Wait, but
PR-wise, it's a disaster, and
yes,
they also feed them the engines. They feed them the engines.
Yeah.
PR-wise, it's a disaster.
The only person who was going to
the Ferraris
mess
were
up
your
with
best bet.
Ferrari and
the
Piastri.
Ferraris were your best bet.
But apparently Piastri, I don't know, team orders.
No, I mean Piastri was looking out for himself.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was racing his own race.
Think about the probability or what needed to happen for Piastri to win the championship.
Disaster.
It was
Max had to finish, I think, P4. Norris had to finish. Was it P8 and below? That was not happening.
Okay, now let's talk about Piastri. Now, first things first, kudos to Lando by the and the reason I'm saying kudos to Lando, I know we've said let's talk about Piastri. I'm not doing it in the McLaren sense because McLaren always let's talk about Piastri. Yeah, Lando had a good race. That's what McLaren do. I'm not doing that. Let's talk about Piastri. Now, Lando was always trying to put Piastri in the picture when the McLaren guys were pushing him out of the picture. Even in the press conference, I don't know if you had the Champions press conference. He was always like, some amazing drivers. Let's not forget Piastri. He was always trying to. I personally think Piastri and Lando have a good relationship, regardless of what has happened within the team, because we know even Rosberg has accused Zach of not showing empathy to Oscar Piastri. He needs to have been more empathetic with his situation. We can say this here at the Pitbull discussions. I think we are all in agreement. They didn't have a fair shot at the title.
Who? Oscar?
Both McLaren drivers, they didn't have a fair shot at the title.
You mean Oscar?
I think Oscar.
Yeah,
Norris had a fair shot.
Yeah. It wasn't an equal stab at it. It wasn't an equal stab at it. We can say that here. In the Oko NJ, people can debate, but here we are in agreement. Yeah, and anytime, just go listen to the wording. And wording is really important. Go listen to how Lando speaks and who he praises. Now, Lando had a big boy moment whereby he said, listen, I know in the past I've said some things about Max and Lewis. Kwanzaa, he gets dragged a lot about the Lewis things, the statements he made. And it's a big boy moment, and I appreciated it. And I think what
did he say?
He was like, I know I said in the past some things about Lewis and Max. And in all honesty, those are things people say in the heat of the moment. He wasn't trying to recant anything. He was like, some of them I didn't mean them. Some of them it's just the heat of the moment. So please understand na vitu kaa hizo. Basically, it was just It's just him making peace with the people who do not like him.
The L44 gang.
Yeah. Team LH.
Because Team LH was the one who reacted after
and
those comments.
And you can't help but admire that. Now, Lando has always been a likable person. Let's not kid ourselves about that.
Cap. Proceed.
He is like.
He said he can win by being a good boy.
He can win by being a good boy. He went from being Lando no wins in a span of a year and 8 months to being world champion.
What got him there?
The car.
Winning.
And do you think we have to talk about the car and the driver? What gives you the title? Because I think
it's a teamwork.
Yeah, 3 things: driver, car, and the team, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think currently, in the current age we live in?
You were saying about Oscar. Something about Oscar.
It wasn't equal. That's all I said. Yeah. It wasn't equal. We can agree here, the people discussions. It wasn't an equal stab at the title. I can say that because there was a time Oscar fell off in performance. Tulikuwa na even comments coming from Jos Verstappen. Like you just suddenly don't forget how to drive. And now when Max gets into the picture, when he's now closer to Lando than ever before, apparently Oscar starts performing all of a sudden. I'm talking about the triple header that just concluded. All of a sudden, Oscar is now performing. We went to Qatar. When I was predicting, Oscar was nowhere in my top 5. All of a sudden, he's getting pole. He's now getting into Q3 comfortably. Listen, something was happening there at McLaren. I won't even delve too much into it. I think Oscar looks at it in a way where, the way I heard him speak, he's looking at it in a way whereby, you know what? If McLaren have a good car, I'll have another opportunity. And because Lando has already won it and McLaren have fulfilled their season objectives, I think, listen, if it's a fair fight, I can actually maybe diplomatically get my way with the team and say, listen, I'm the one who's winning and I'm beating him on track, so don't sabotage me the way you sabotaged me in 2025. Because
Sirudie your mambo.
Sirudie.
On pure pace, like still Piastri has more pace than Lando.
You asking me a question?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I still think Lando is faster.
You?
It depends on the type of circuit.
Okay, like throughout the season,
again, depends on the ratio. Do we have more circuits that have 90-degree corners or slower corners? That is where Lando Norris shines. Mexico, for example. Do you have circuits that have medium to high speed corners? Qatar, for example, that is where Oscar shines. Yeah.
Fair assessment.
On the track, I will leave the outside politics and other things. I think they both had a fair stab at the championship. Of course, there are moments where we could see Oscar. The team put Oscar in scenarios or situations where he couldn't get the best outcome. And that is on Oscar's side of the garage. Monza, for example.
That Monza will always stand out.
Hungary, for example. But Hungary, I think Norris
that was Hungary for last year.
No.
I'm a Hungary this year.
Yes. Norris's side had the better strategy. Remember, Norris decided to go long. And he basically did an overcut on Piastri. And yeah, he won the race. So there's some scenarios or there's some situations where pace-wise, depending on the type of circuit, you could clearly see this driver is more comfortable at this circuit and this driver is not comfortable at this type of circuit.
Do you think they respect each other on track? Like they have mutual respect for each other on track? Like, kuna moments whereby this driver genuinely feels I'm better than this other driver. I'm saying respect in a sense of, do you think they respect each other's ability to a degree?
There are 2 drivers of McLaren.
Yeah. Kuna respect, not too much respect. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can get what I'm talking about.
I'm sure. Like, if you're Lando and you're racing Piastri and sometimes he beats you and sometimes you beat him, the time he beats you, say, hey, congrats, like, well done. But if it is like in the case of, let's say, one driver is consistently beating the other one, hapo unaweza sema, I'm better than this guy. Yeah. But if you're beating me today, I'm beating you tomorrow, I'm sure there's some equal respect between them.
There is one thing I did, I don't say I did wrong. During the interviews after the watch along Abu Dhabi, I wasn't quick to credit Lando for having the drive that he had because he did everything he was supposed to do. Like minimize all the errors that you could possibly do on the final race.
Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, Abu Dhabi. He did try.
Lando 4 wheels off the track.
I mean, avoid Yuki at all costs. Avoid Yuki at all costs.
Stay away.
Stay away.
Like Martin Brundle usually says, that Red Bull is like a donkey. He tried to pocket.
You remember when Charles did that with Kina Nani? Kina Kimi Antonelli. Where was it? Ilikuwa wapi? And he still got...
Brazil.
Was it Brazil? Yeah, it was Brazil. And he still got entangled into that mess. Yeah, try and stay away. And the stewards were very lenient with Lando on that one.
Yeah, passport. They're never beating the allegations.
They were very lenient with Lando on that. But hey, your story Max Maze, that one is one for the books. That one is one for the books. I know Lando's dad, alisema some crazy comments. I don't know if you heard what Lando's dad said. Nobody remembers the person who finished second.
Lando's dad said that.
Yeah, said that. And everybody was there in the comments. But yeah, 2025 tutakumbuka. 2025 we will remember because again, I'm telling you, somebody give me something. I'm asking you guys, both of you, give me something. Tell me another guy who's had such a recovery drive in the Vettel 2011.
The point deficit wasn't
12.
20
12. It was 2012.
The one way, but I don't think the point difference wasn't like
it wasn't 100 points plus.
Yeah, like Vettel did not need to, wasn't like far away. He was always there. Never leading there.
I think also 21 to some degree. Remember there was a moment Hamilton was on it.
Yeah,
in
21 Max was the one who was being chased.
Yes.
Yeah, Hamilton was in it.
Yes, as in Hamilton was chasing Max. Yeah. Because the last race they were 0.5.
0.5. By the way, where did that 0.5 come from? I don't remember where it came from. But
there was a race where I think 3/4 or something.
Oh yeah, ile race haikuisha.
They decided
haikuisha. It was in Belgium. There was a race.
There was a rainy Belgium whereby Russell won.
Time trying
to remember it. Yeah, but I remember now where the 0.5 came from.
Yeah.
But all in all, anyway, it is what it is. Held up high. Niwape a dooming start, which has come to fruition. Now there was a dooming start at the start of this year. No driver who was won with an Adrian Newey car has gone on to win without an Adrian Newey car. And,
breaking the curse.
We thought Max could have broken that curse, lakini. And he was also chasing the record, the existing 5 in a row. Yanani?
Yeah, no other driver has done it. And did you know how hard it is?
No other driver has done it, but there is a driver who has done it.
Did you know Ferrari?
But Max created a new record for himself. Most goals in the ground effector.
Unataka tuingie sasa kwa errors.
By the
No, wait.
Hermano.
Wait. We are talking about records, yeah? Most poles in the ground effector. Most wins in the ground effector.
He could have won all the championship in the ground effector era. 2 points.
And I have an issue. You said he was defeated. He was not defeated.
Who said he was defeated?
You somewhere. We'll go. I think
Where?
17 minutes ago.
When?
I wanted to stop you.
When?
You're saying Max was defeated. Max was not defeated. At no point during
I'm not saying defeated as an emotion.
Shit.
Ngoja, see, you're putting words in my mouth. I'm not saying defeated as an emotion. Ngoja, you're not.
Editor, utarudisha 18 minutes 31 seconds ago.
I wasn't saying defeated as
let me
I
land.
wasn't saying defeated as an emotion. I was saying defeated as a
kuwa number 2.
Adjective, kukuwa number 2.
Number 2, you see, number 2, you can say number 2 was defeated if number 2 was number 1 at some point. Max was never number 1 in 2025.
That's a start. I'll have to go and check again.
He was never number 1. He never led the championship.
No, he never led the championship.
We proceed. We move on. He never did.
To look at this.
He never did.
Okay. That was Max, and that's the championship. That was 2025 actually in a nutshell. But it's weird. Coming into 2025, we expected McLarens to be the favorites, and they, as a constructor, they won with the second highest point margin. The highest point margin being the Red Bull 2023, the dominant Red Bull. You remember the one, the RB19. RB19. And that was the highest point margin, Sindio. And Max converted that by being a very dominant champion. Like Ali win with how many races to go? Like 5, 6 kitukayo won the championship really early on. Now, McLaren had objectively, the most dominant car. Objectively. But the championship wasn't objectively won in that dominant fashion. Like it went down to the wire. Sindio?
Kuna resurgence.
Now, if you tell somebody that, one expect, maybe the two drivers were going at it. They were neck and neck.
They were, and that's also a reason
First
why.
half of the season.
That's also a reason why McLaren, either of the drivers didn't wrap up the championship early enough.
Yeah, that's a valid reason. But that's not the only reason. We had an extra caveat in the name of Max Verstappen. Sindio? But that Max Verstappen wasn't in the second most. He wasn't second favorite to like challenge for the title. Sindio? We had guys who could have challenged for the title and drastically fell off.
Nani? Russell.
We could argue the Mercedes were in the picture. We could argue Mercedes. I mean, they were in the picture. Kimi Antonelli was putting in some stellar performances. Are we going to ignore Kimi Antonelli's performances of 2025?
And I'm waiting for you to mention Ferrari.
But there is a team in red. There is a team in red. Do not want to be associated. I'm removing association.
We're going to freeze the frame.
There is a team in red.
Chechi color black to red.
Utafanya CGI. Anyway,
Come on.
there is a team in red.
Say it with your chest, man.
Yeah, I'm saying it to my chest. Nairobi.
Represent Ferrari, man.
Anyway, there is a team in red that fell off in performance, and at the beginning of the season, people expected great things from them because they had just acquired a 7-time world champion.
Kiasi, before to Nini, kwa Max, there's some things I wanted to alert people after the summer break. 10 races. Max won 5 of those races. 3 of them in P2 and 2 of them in P3. He never fell off the podium.
And I think after Abu Dhabi, he now has the most race wins this year.
Yeah, he has also the most race wins. Yeah. And actually, the thing I wanted to yes, before you said whenever we have a sprint race, Red Bull usually struggle.
Yep.
But when they have the full weekend, they were doing well. So I don't know, what is it that you think that the Red Bull team were good at when they have all practice sessions? Because that is something ilikuja to my attention of late.
Umesema lazima tuongelee Max Verstappen again. Okay, sawa.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, because first of all, let's about the strategy, how they do the strategy. It's like I had Max say that they do like 1,000 simulations of race outcomes and the decision they need to make. So it's like at any given moment something happens, like in Qatar, they know exactly what to do without like any doubts na nini. But when it comes to the process of making that car fast from Friday, it's not maybe nowhere in the whatever, but come quali na nini, especially for Abu Dhabi, like 2 quali laps, I'm like, what the hell? Oh, this team, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think makes it so good that unaweza turn around the events like that?
Yeah, so setting up the car doesn't start on Friday on free practice. It usually starts sometimes even weeks, sometimes even a few days before free practice. So you usually hear the driver saying during the conferences, the pre-weekend conference, I was at the office or the factory, I was at the simulator. They're always trying to set up and prepare for the next race. Now, when you have a sprint race, you don't have the luxury of having free practice 2 and free practice 3 to set up your car. So you rely more on the ceremonies or the things that have to happen before the actual race weekend starts, before FP1. Now, Red Bull, we know we have some archaic equipment. And I'm not using this as a scapegoat. But that has been highlighted as one of the reasons why it's really hard for the team not just develop, but also to come up with a proper setup. For the car with the existing, let's say, like parts that they have, and also when they're bringing an upgrade, it takes them a little bit longer to fine-tune that with the car. Now, correlation or track correlation is a term that has been thrown all over the place, and it's absolutely true. The simulator you cannot use the simulator to get like 100% in terms of the setup to the actual track itself. Sometimes it might be off, sometimes you might be on point. And I think we've seen not just Red Bull, but also other teams suffering from correlation. Now, when you have 2 drivers who can help the people back at the factory correlate what they have on the sim and what is actually happening on the ground, that can shorten that process. Unfortunately, Red Bull only have one driver who can, and this is Max, who can like help the team, even in terms of giving the team constructive feedback. Like, hey, I need to do this. I need you guys to tweak 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look at a team like, let's say, a team that has 2 superb drivers, look at McLaren, look at Ferrari. As much as Ferrari, yes, they have a shitty car, but both drivers can give constructive criticism really quickly to the team in terms of setting up or what the car needs, what they need to do to the car.
Can you put also a pin on that? Because to Rudi that point, constructive criticism.
What they need to do in terms of setting up the car, not just for quali, but also for the race. Yeah. So one, we are using archaic equipment. It doesn't give us, it creates that correlation problem that we have. 2, of course, time is a thing. And everyone, I can say everyone has the same amount of time to set up the car. Free practice 1, free practice 2, free practice 3. 3, sorry. But when you have one driver who's like, from the time we have, let's say, like a green light on the pit lane, he's already going full beans. You only have one driver who's contributing to giving constructive feedback. And I think that's why Red Bull, we've been having like a really hard time setting up that car properly.
For the person who's listening this, driver feedback, it has way how the car development will also go.
Yeah.
It depends with how proper the feedback of the driver is, because I think we've had guys like Pierre Gasly go on record and say, listen, these engineers will ask questions and they expect some feedback for you. How can we help in developing the car go faster? And if the faster driver is giving accurate feedback and they can see results on track, then that's how development will go. And if you can't hang with that development, it's like riding that raging bull, the rodeo thing. So the ones the cowboys stick on in a kurusha. If you can't hang with the mechanical bull, whatever happens. And that actually explains why Max was actually P2 and Yuki was P17 in the championship. Segue back to you. You can continue.
Hey, Yuki was P17 in the championship.
Had to put that in there. But anyway, for the guys, and then he watch the F1 movie and after sponsorship Apple. And then he watched the F1 movie.
Their team principal, Red Bull, Laure Nani, he was being asked, like, what can he attribute to this resurgence? Like, is it like the plans that were already there, or is it him or what? He didn't answer the question. The only thing he said is that he has a team of very incredible and talented engineers who never give up, who are very resilient.
Applause to the boys and girls in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, that was one hell of a
That's not the only team you're going to give applause for that for.
Yeah.
Because we also have to give the applause for the team which 2024 P9, 2025 P5. We're talking about Williams. So please applause your Williams.
I mean, you're forcing Williams in this time.
No.
We're
talking about Red Bull,
He's
man.
diluting the applause.
He's giving applause to Red Bull, man.
And dilute the applause.
Continue.
You found somebody being cheered and then you say, hey, cheer for this guy.
It's my thing, being impartial. It's my thing about impartiality. I'm impartial.
You could have waited.
No, you didn't wait for me ukisema turudi kwa Max. Exactly, continue.
Okay, so like when I heard that answer, for me, I was actually very feeling good because I know for next year, let them keep those engineers there, the talented engineers,
the ones who are leaving,
because it seems they can do anything, they can do miracles.
The ones who are leaving, the ones who are leaving.
Which
Who's
ones?
leaving?
See, I haven't seen an exodus occurring.
Helmut Marko is an engineer.
Helmut Marko has left, and there is a guy. There are a couple of guys.
Is Helmut Marko an engineer? Is he an employee of Oracle Red Bull Racing?
He's not an employee, but I can guarantee I've read kumekuwa na some guys who are leaving.
Who?
See, some guys are leaving. Some are going to Audi, and some guys are also going to Cadillac.
From Red Bull?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. We just don't, because we never get those news of.
Don't worry. You can replace them, Sindio.
Yeah.
You mean you replace Christian?
Talent.
Yeah, you can replace talent. You will replace Christian. And there is a team that can't go without being mentioned. Now that's Williams. Because Williams have had a really... Because, again, this is a season review we're doing. Now, Williams, there is absolutely no way, absolutely positively no way we can do a season review and not mention the good season Williams have had.
2024, how did
P9.
P9 with 17 points.
What?
And they went all the way to P5.
P6 with 137
P6.
points.
Yeah, P6.
137 points.
Yeah. Money.
I'm telling you, the CEOs, the CEOs wenye wanatembea those Williams offices wanatembea wakiwa tu like unajua that Vince McMahon walk. Yeah, exactly, the McGregor walk. Yeah.
Now they can buy legit versions of Microsoft Office.
Bruh, really? Umesema they're using Akabasis as a calculator. It was that bad. It wasn't that bad. But James had stabilized that Kashi before signs went there. And it was really an interesting, it was really a proud thing to see. Kuona signs, at least, because when he was leaving Ferrari, alikuwa anaenda huko in tears, knowing podiums.
Ferrari's last Grand Prix winner, by the way.
Yeah, Ferrari's last Grand Prix winner.
Elienda to Williams in tears.
Knowing podiums, zitakuwa...
Not happening anytime soon.
Zitakuwa blue moons.
I was also saying, hey, I'm not seeing signs of that podium anytime soon.
I didn't see.
Little did I know. Oh my God.
Did you know?
Like, doing it on pace, the last one he did, it was on pace.
Imagine if somebody told you at the beginning of the year.
For Baku, unaweza sema...
If somebody told you at the beginning of the year, Carlos Sainz will get 2 podiums and Hamilton will get 0.
Bullshit. Calling bullshit on
you
that.
You would have fought. Mungeshikana mashati. Kwanza if you would have told the team LH that.
During that Fiorano run.
But team LH wako na bahati. Antonelli was hot on the heels.
Yo, it's crazy. Like, Carlos Sainz managed to get was it 2 podiums or only 3?
2 podiums.
2 podiums.
And these podiums zilikuwa hard earned by qualifying.
Yeah, on
haikuwa ile ati sijui kama ile Hulkenberg ati watu waligongana sijui.
Silverstone. No, you're not going to shit on Hulkenberg.
I'm not shitting on anybody.
No.
He defended Hamilton.
You have to take that back.
He kept Hamilton nyuma. Unajua ujama alikeep Hamilton nyuma.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's also another race where he beat Hamilton on merit. On pure pace.
Check. We won't shit on Hamilton.
No.
We are not going to shit on Hamilton.
No.
Tulia.
Don't shit on Hulkenberg.
We are just saying Carlos Sainz zake zilikuwa earned on merit on track Q1, Q2, Q3 put that car in places it's not supposed to be.
Facts.
We are talking about P5, P4 and we are like
Facts.
Who hii gari ya white ni gani hii?
Gari ya white?
Blue, white, they're also changing liveries hapa na pale. We were like, and kidogo at Legion Williams, they've gotten a title sponsor. You know, we talked about, money is really important in this sport. Na 2026, walianza kusema ati cost cap, we will remove cost cap, what it will be covering only this, na vitu kaizi. So they'll need other money for other expenses. We are talking about media, PR, ile Mercedes.
Sai chai inaweza teremshwa na skari.
Speaking of Mercedes PR, this is the one season we saw it crumble before our eyes. Not really? Crumble per se. Not crumble per se, but not do the Mercedes PR. So the Mercedes have that PR train whereby if you do anything, they will go manhunt you in the media. Na vitu kaa hizo. Do you guys remember I'm sorry for saying this, Qatar? The whole Kimi Antonelli situation. Come on, don't tell me you guys
where Lando overtook Kimi.
Lando overtook Kimi and GP.
Do you know those are the 2 points that...
Yeah, those are the 2. No, but you could argue pia the 2 points ni zile za Monza.
There's a lot that happened during the year.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
But I know Kimi feels he is responsible. I know he feels he is responsible. He didn't do it intentionally, but GP in the heat of the moment, we saw him crying at, where was it?
Who?
Abu Dhabi. GP.
Was he crying or was he just holding his head down?
He was crying.
But not...
No, he was not crying.
Like crying like Lando, the way Lando cried?
No, he was not crying. Maybe he was just chopping onions.
But rumor has it, this is a rumor I think you guys have heard, it's not only down to what happened to Red Bull, it's down to the sacrifices he made, personal sacrifices he made to be there for Max to try, because he saw mathematically there is a shot of the title. So it's just, being heartbroken, devastated. It is what it is. It is a sport of fine margins and whatever.
Okay, if we are blaming then Kimi, then Austria as well. Add Austria to that list.
Yeah, but Kimi faced some crazy online backlash. Now listen, we do not condone abuse.
Yeah.
But the sport is the sport. Let's talk about our top 3 moments of 2025. What are your top 3 moments of 2025?
All these have to be associated with, especially the second half of the season.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? There's nothing that happened in the first half that stood out to you?
He's entitled. Hata akisema Abu Dhabi, he got his top 3 moments from Abu Dhabi. The same way your opinion.
I haven't told him he has to say anything. I haven't told him he has to say anything top 5.
For me,
asking,
the top moments are all tied with Max, this Max resurgence or comeback. And some of the things that I couldn't believe, like watching, one is the 2 pole laps Max did in Abu Dhabi. And in Q2, he went out on used softs, did 2 laps back to back, akapak gari, akagoja Q3.
Mujipange.
Like that quality of Abu Dhabi.
This man was sandbagging the entire free practice session. He was nowhere in the picture.
Giving McLaren a fighting chance. Mentally, they were playing mind games. I don't know if you know they were playing mind games.
Remember Max was asked, as in, what have you been up to leading to this last race? He didn't even mention anything about preparing for Abu Dhabi. GT3, I don't know, family.
You remember when they brought the trophy and they were
asking... What did he say?
Yeah. He was looking at his racing team, looking at the GT3 cars. He didn't say anything about preparing for this.
I'm telling you that therapist is a good guy. And he was also...
And Lando was like, yeah, I've been preparing for this shit. Since
even the comments on the trophy. No, even the comments about the trophy when the trophy was there, and I saw Charles Leclerc, I can recreate the image of 2027.
Who Charles?
Yeah, recreating the image of 2027.
You see, again, he has to insert something.
I'm the Checky. If I wasn't here, this would have been a Red Bull pod, and I can't allow it to be a Red Bull pod. If I wasn't here, you've seen how much time they've accumulated in talking about Red Bull.
Hey, proceed, Bana, Charles.
Yeah. But even when the trophy was there, when Max said, Nikki, proceed, Charles, I will talk about Max. You see? You're sending me. Anyway, when the trophy was there, Max accused what happens if you don't win? It's no problem. I have 4 of them at home. It's no problem if I don't.
He has 4 replicas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That thing never changes. That cup that was there is only one.
Wanamtengenezea tu yake replica.
Yeah. I think even smaller in size.
Is it small in size? I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, so that happened. The mind games were being done. Putting Hannah Schmidt on the podium for the McLaren after the whatever happened. Wanasema, you know what, chatuchokoze hiyo kidonda. Let us add insult into to the injury.
So are we going? Is he doing his 3 then 3 or 1?
Okay. That one. I have
as he thinks about his next 2.
Yeah, his next 2. So that one, me personally, Monaco could have been better, but Monaco was a highlight for me because, in a season whereby it was just gloomy and doomy and we had no possibilities of getting any win, I actually felt our best chance at getting a win as Ferrari this season was Monaco 2025 when Charles Leclerc was chasing the hell out of Lando Norris. And, the only reason we didn't get that win is because the streets were too narrow. Thank God for the 2026 cars because a bit more nimble, And
you finished P2.
Yeah?
You finished P2?
Yeah, he finished P2.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
It was really it was a really convincing P2. Could have been P1. He was hot on Lando Norris' team.
Every driver in Monaco P2 anakuanga amekunja sura. No one is ever happy with P2 in Monaco.
Yeah, but that also seeing as he won Monaco last year, I was really looking to see if it was a fluke. Money is something, he's actually now sasa he's not getting in his bag Karithi. You remember when Hamilton started winning Silverstone, zilianza kukua back to back. So I was trying to see if Leclerc could actually do that for him.
Again.
For himself.
For resurgence.
Yeah, kama venye Max and Abu Dhabi when he started winning Abu Dhabi. It was now back to back Abu Dhabi. These drivers, wakishapata track moja ya kushindanga daily, they shine with it. So for Charles, it's Monza and Monaco, and I really wanted to see Monaco this year. So I'm really happy for it. And I value Monaco personally more because I'm rooting for Charles more.
The Mexico podium?
Yes. Nah, wait, why are you telling me my moments? Yeah, what's your other moment?
Hülkenberg podium at Silverstone. And merit. We're in agreement, Apple. Don't cheat on me. Though the livery...
Ningekuwa team LH, would have been a problem.
So the other thing that surprised me, there's another one. I don't want to say the Brazil one because sababu hiyo najua nimemention so many times.
Mention it, it's yours.
Yeah.
Own up to it. Embrace it.
Starting from pit lane
podium
to podium.
Yeah.
Kimi I'm not angry at Kimi. I'm not those guys.
Kimi.
Deploy Kimi.
if the entire season was an episode of Scooby-Doo, that villain when they remove the mask, it's Kimi.
Nah, he's been through enough.
He's been haunting Max.
he's been through the ringer with the Red Bull fan base. Yo, after Qatar,
Exactly.
he's been through the ringer. Like even me, I let off him. Like I was like, alichokoza the wrong fan base. You know, he did that thing, that funny business with the Tifosi, and we were just like, he's Italian. We let him go. He did that thing with the Max fan base when Max is chasing a championship. Hey, everybody was on his case.
Imagine if Brazil and was it? And Qatar, if those races were back to back,
and Austria,
what did I forgot what happened?
he T-boned Max and they DNF'd.
I remember that corner.
Max will have gotten 2 extra points hapo mahali.
Not even 2. Max.
Wait.
Wow.
Wait. Do you know when Kimi finished Abu Dhabi, he asked, now is Norris the champion? Akambio, yes. He has won it by 2 points. And then Kimi was silent. Yeah. Now going to the comments, people are saying maybe he's feeling guilty, nanini nashindwa, like why would you feel guilty?
Maybe he was feeling guilty. See, if you follow the story, he also went, and the first time he saw Max alikuwa tu like, hey, I'm sorry. And Max was like, wewe sahau hiyo vitu, like, you know, leave it. It has happened. It's okay. Max was actually really gentleman about it.
Okay, you can feel bad for Austria, but not for Qatar.
Listen,
or
he
Abu
definitely
Dhabi.
has to feel bad for Qatar because that's the recent one, the online backlash that he received from it. You can't take away what happened to Kimi Antonelli after Qatar and after GP said, "Hey, ujamaa amepatiana that position."
He had one opportunity.
That's all GP had to say for the rest of the army too.
He had one opportunity to make us forget about Austria.
Nani Kimi?
Yes.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi. All he had to do was
No.
Qatar.
Brazil. Just let Max through. He would have given Max the Lando treatment.
But he didn't give Lando that position. He actually messed up at a corner. So
Perspectives.
Another highlight for me was sprint win, Shanghai, Lewis Hamilton. That was a highlight for me because it came at a point where he had just gotten into the team, Ferrari. Now, he started showing us the symptoms that he has finished with. Like he's not performing. You get me? Now, I can't blame it solely on the driver and maybe he's washed or anything like that. Maybe team adjusting to the team. All these things play a part into it. But, of course, being a 7-time world champion, coming into a team with high expectations as Ferrari, seeing as Ferrari was second in last year's championship, guys expected him to, hit the ground running. And that's not what happened. Now, Shanghai being, I think, the 3rd season, round 3 of the championship, getting that sprint win, at least took some pressure off him because the first 2 races were disastrous, were horrendous. Tulikuwa tunaona tu P8, P9. But getting that sprint win, sort of gave some people hope for the season.
For a very short time. Like,
hope
24 hours hazikupita.
Because he ended up being disqualified because of running the car too low, he and Charles. But it's a highlight for me because, again, it took pressure off him. And we saw what a win could look like with Hamilton in Ferrari colors.
And he had pace.
No, just we saw what a win could look like with Hamilton in Ferrari colors. We didn't have to Photoshop them.
Oh, like him standing on the car.
Podium, he's of it was. We didn't have to Photoshop it, so it's a highlight.
For me, this is not one moment, it's 2, but I want to wrap them together. Unbelievable qualifying laps from Max.
Which one?
For me, it was Suzuka and Abu Dhabi.
Suzuka was also...
Suzuka was delicious. That was one weekend where the McLarens had that track on lock.
Yeah.
And Max, he won it by, he took pole by 0.012.
I remember
seconds or something.
it was a very...
Yeah.
It was a very tight margin.
Yeah.
That one you can say is the driver who did the extra nini.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my second.
What about you? Wrap it up.
Oh, so the when the resurgence started in Monza, winning in Ferrari home turf and
the standing ovation.
Yeah,
from the Tifosi.
Yeah, they saw like
how did it feel?
And the reason why it took me because we were on a very horrible place in terms of nini.
Traditionally, it's the enemy stuff for you people.
I did not expect us to win, and it being Monza, I expected maybe come out McLaren or Ferrari.
Yeah.
And then Max coming there, winning it in a very convincing way. Like,
and the team and the faithful and the Italian faithful actually embracing him.
It was and I saw Max's face when he was standing there and looking at the fans. And I told you, like, it looked like
they've planted a seed.
It looked like Max was asking himself, like, how would it be if I was in red?
Daily.
Max,
no, this is the treatment.
Don't be tempted.
This is the treatment.
Don't be tempted.
No, in that race,
buana.
Like, I could see it in his face, like, wondering, like, if he was in red, if the crowd is like this now.
And I'm the enemy.
Yeah. And what if I was in red?
That will never happen. History repeats itself.
2027, Leclerc, Verstappen lineup.
If Ferrari come to, if they relocate to British, maybe.
Bellissimo, baby. I cannot wait.
Maybe if they relocate to Britain.
I cannot wait. 2027, the Leclerc and Verstappen pairing. I'm in 2028.
Hey, where are we going to take
2028, because after 2027, Charles Leclerc wins that championship.
Like, why is it you Ferrari guys look for? You see, for Charles, hapo mlifanya poa. Grow your own.
Relax.
Grow your own. Wacha going for
2028, Max Verstappen.
You are waiting for someone to win the championship. We want him.
No, but I've always supported Max. I've never supported Max.
I'm saying the Ferrari way of Nini. Like, they wait for somebody. Develop your own, like the way you're doing with Charles.
We're a big club and we don't have time for that. Anyway, my final one.
Yeah.
Charles Leclerc, Abu Dhabi 2024. Didn't get a podium, but sure as hell deserved a podium.
You've run out of 2025 stuff?
I mean 2025 podium, sorry. Charles Leclerc, 2025 Abu Dhabi.
What did he do?
Did you see the race he had? Listen, okay. I know we were up and down because of the watch party.
He was trying to chase
Did he do anything spectacular, really?
And then
kuna marivo overtakes zili happen pale Carlos Sainz. Go see that Carlos Sainz overtake somewhere.
No, I'm talking about Charles. He qualified P1 and he finished P1.
He qualified, I think. He had to qualify P4.
Let me get the records.
He didn't qualify P4.
I don't remember him doing
He qualified P5 and finished the race P4. But when you proceed.
Yeah,
that's your highlight of the season.
No, it's a highlight
Just
because...
one position.
No.
Ferrari in the gutters.
Listen, a dear listener, my dear watcher.
Don't
let him fool you by being loud. The context of the events was, one, Ferrari had a really, really bad car because Hamilton was qualifying P18. Hamilton qualified P18. This is me giving you context. Hamilton qualified P18. And the previous race, Qatar, I think Leclerc qualified P10. And Leclerc said something that really, I felt like it was a gunshot straight to the chest. Shotgun, slug, kwa chest. He said...
You're being too graphic, man.
No, it's true. The reason I'm saying this is because now Charles Leclerc is the greatest qualifier of all time. I said Charles Leclerc only needs to win one title. He will be entered into debates by me, specifically. He does not deserve... He's just sending debates to later. Anyway, moving on. He said, and the reason why I took this to heart is because me knowing Charles gives his best every single weekend. He said, I'm trying to verbatim. It's really heartbreaking when you do extra to a point it's dangerous and you only get P10. You get me?
I remember
when you're qualifying, there is pushing it to the limit, but there is it gets to a point where you're pushing so hard that you know
starting to become ugly.
No, you know it's now dangerous. Now you're skirting the lines of danger. And we actually saw something of it. He had a spin. He had a really bad spin. Now we saw
it was nasty.
Even Hamilton crashed
all over the place. Now onboards actually sent the masses after Ferrari. Well, what is this car? Can you see these onboards? Look at the rear, it's all over. Even people who don't even know what they're looking at. Nasty, Listen, this was what was hilarious to me. Even people who didn't know didn't quite understand what they were looking at. They were, hey, this guy is not okay. This is not supposed to be happening. You get me? And Charles Leclerc talking about it and saying, listen, I'm pushing so hard to a point I'm risking my own life. This is a guy who's engaged. Imagine if the wife was feeling that. She thinks she loves him more than Charles. Atashtuka. Anyway, pause. It's not that way. It's not that way. But anyway, him saying that, showing me how much he's trying to give his all for the car. Then going into Abu Dhabi, seeing Hamilton qualify P18, I was expecting it. I was expecting Charles maybe P11, P12. Seeing him send that car all the way to the front 2 rows and the front 3 rows, that was spectacular to me. And seeing how he managed the race and how he was chasing down Lando, that stood out for me. It shows me we still have a driver there. His prime years are not anywhere kupotea. We just need Ferrari to give him a car. And please.
Someone else needs to give him a car.
Please. No, he's not going to Aston Martin. But please. Aki, I'm begging. Please. 2020, I'm on my knees begging.
Allah.
Please. I haven't begged for things ever. But this one I'm begging. Just give Charles Leclerc a good car. Leave the rest to him. Just give him a good car. Just a good car. Don't mess up his strategy. He is the one. He is our savior. He is the Messiah. He is our Messiah. He is the only one who can save us. Now, if you give him a good, just leave the rest to him. Leave the rest to him. Now, Charles, hear it from me. If you win that championship, just one, just touch it. Just touch it. One. Just one.
Atalia kuliko Lando.
No, don't do the crime. We'll do it for you. One. Just touch that one. You will be put in debates. They will not believe. They will hate me. They will not believe. If you think I'm insufferable now, wait till Charles wins that championship. Your third.
My third moment of the season.
Yeah.
Flexing.
Where?
How did you miss that?
Barcelona.
This season?
Yes. Now this might not be that moment where something went as expected. Remember after 2024, we were like, FIA needs to clamp down on this flexing thing. And FIA said, hey, wait until Barcelona. Then there's this new directive that will come into play. So I was very hopeful that a few teams are going to suffer or lose pace. Oh my God.
You're pointing at yourself.
Yeah.
Pointing at
Boutois. And I remember that episode. And I remember that episode. The previous episode.
I think that is the lowest moment of the season.
Yeah. Max had a stinker. The McLarens were still
that is the lowest moment of the season.
They will clamp down on Barcelona. Then we. What happened?
Wait, that's my voice.
That's your voice.
You're shameless.
That's your voice.
It was a proper stinker, man.
Yeah.
And for me,
and
Barcelona,
the penalty.
Yeah, as in.
Yeah. It was bad.
That's my third.
So you decided to put the lowest moment of the season there.
Yes, as a moment. It's a moment of my season.
It's not top moments. It's just like moments.
No, it's my top.
Top doesn't mean happy. I'm just trying to explain. Top doesn't mean happy. It can be either sad or happy.
I get it.
May just put the happy ones.
Yeah, because it's Spanish GP also stuck in my mind for 2025.
Yeah, we even had a bad start.
Anyway, moving on to driver team.
Remember, Max was given hers and was like, what tires are these? Yeah, Barcelona. Barcelona was a proper stink.
So you're removing Barcelona out of the list of places you would want to travel?
No,
I thought you hated that bad.
No, I don't. I just said that
specifically
whatever happened in the past.
At that time.
Yes.
At that specific time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to driver team and melon of the season.
Yeah.
Kick it off.
Driver of the season.
Tuende hivi sasa.
The people's champion.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen.
Miracles after miracles.
Driver
Verstappen.
of the season, Max Verstappen.
Yes. He's the people's champion. Okay?
Which people?
Almost everyone online.
Who is
Abu Dhabi, almost every race people are just do Max Verstappen. Hey, he's the people's champion.
He's the champion of other than McLaren. The rest of the teams, he's their champion.
Yes.
Okay, well, because I was rooting for him, I'll just let it slide. But fair play.
Can't take that away from him.
Fair
He's
play.
the people's champion. The same way to Hamilton wanasemanga hamfosi ama the Hamilton Team LH, the 8th-time world champion. Guess what?
MV69.
Max is the 5-time world champion. Deal with it.
Anyway, you're on the same boat with him?
Yeah.
Max Verstappen. Now to break,
but to me, this season, this is the peak I've ever seen Max. If it was just peak Max, I'm even doubtful whether we are going to see a better Max than this ever. Yeah.
No, I think he's been there. It's just that we've never seen him fight for it. because he's also had the machinery and
21. What?
21 he actually fought for it. 21 he
fought for it like how good
that was his first
but
you know your first every driver I think their first has their
but
apart from
2025
Lando has actually fought for it because ilikuwa inamponyoka and he was seeing it leave and he was like oh my god
he didn't fight for shit. McLaren gave him the championship.
hapana acha no
this is not a factual show.
Will not be
This is
tolerated.
not a factual show. This is not a factual show.
tulia bana tulia
This is not a factual show.
tranquilo drink some water.
FIA, we are calling him Lando
give him some
4 wheels
water.
off the track.
Give him some water.
FIA stewards gave him the championship at Abu Dhabi.
No way man listen Lando you earned your championship you earned it. Yeah. So Max, I think I'll also say Max because he you know I was actually the only one giving Red Bull fans hope. I remember watch parties I was telling Red Bull fans.
What the hell are you?
You are Aki, please niruke.
You know this.
I was there when I was telling people. But you know Max is in the championship.
Okay.
No, Max is not in the championship. I was like Max was in the championship.
as I said, let me explain something about Umse.
Main character syndrome or what?
No, the predictions inakuanga kibao. You throw 100 knowing that kunazo stick.
One is
And the one that sticks, the world must know.
Now
That is his strategy. And I dish out prediction left, right, center.
okay, give me a prediction I dished out that failed miserably. So that you can prove your theory.
A prediction that you nini?
That I gave that failed miserably. So that
episode 41.
these guys, let me say something here. Unaona the same way, if you've listened to the pod to this point, the same way I said about your story at Toto. When it eventually happens, they'll be like, you gave a lot of predictions. It's the same way. Last year, when Hamilton was joining, I was telling them it wouldn't be a good year for Hamilton. Itakuwa year adjustment.
Nitaanza keep count by then. I'll start keeping count.
These guys just hate on the game.
The moment you start teaching your predictions, I think that will be an entire pod by itself.
Now, you know what? I'll actually go and fish them out. I haven't said anything outrageous because I told them last year Lando is winning this championship. Nakumbuka I told them Max Verstappen prepared the 33 and Oscar was leading the championship at the time. And they're like, Oscar is running away with it. I was like, listen, McLaren won't let Oscar win that championship. And listen, you can say conspiracy theorism or whatever. If I have the gift of vision, I have the gift of vision. Don't hate the man. If I was given the gift of vision, I was given the gift of vision. That's what I'm telling you. I don't see total
Hey, whatever makes you sleep well at night.
You see, for that one, for Lando, for Lando, I think I was in the same camp and I gave that analogy of people going hunting and wherever. And even I said that even before Kitambo. So there was, but kuna zingine hapo.
Did I also say Charles will wipe the floor with Hamilton?
Even that one, everyone was agreeing on that.
Was it obvious?
Yeah.
We were with you kwa watch party tukiuliza hizo maswali. Everybody said Hamilton.
Who did you ask?
Those
Depends. Who did you ask?
Hizo ni fanatism. That's fanatism.
Aye, cool.
You're just someone who can do objective thinking.
All I need them to do is, listeners, walete the comment I said, it fell flat on its face. That's all I need them to do. As simple as that. You know. You can hate my guts. You can hate everything I do. But don't hate my predictions.
Christian Horner going to Aston Ferrari. Martin? Or is it Ferrari?
I kusema anything to do with Aston Martin. Okay, so I didn't say anything to do with Aston Martin. But I remember when Adrian Newey left, I did say haendi Ferrari. Chances of him going to Aston Martin are high. And we had a call that Pitwood members can vindicate me. Because we had a good chat on that.
Going to Aston Martin?
Yeah.
I think it was Ferrari.
Daisy, thank you very much for that comment. Najua umetupa comment hapo because I remember having a call.
You are now swapping Ferrari and Aston Martin.
No. When Adrian Newey left, when the rumors were saying Ferrari. I know
there's something about Red Bull, Adrian Newey, or
the Ferrari Horner, thing.
Ferrari and Aston Martin.
Yeah, and I haven't said Christian is going to Ferrari. I just want Ferrari to get him. The same way I've said I want Ferrari to get Hannah. That's what I've said. But I'm saying the Adrian when it happened.
So that's how.
You throw everyone.
Skiza. Now listen, he's saying I want this one. GP. You want this one. But now when it happens,
wording,
4 years later when it happens,
listen. With the Hamilton thing, I said this was my wording with the Hamilton thing. The only driver who can replace Carlos Sainz is Hamilton. My wording was the only driver who can replace him. Now with the Lando thing, I said I don't see Oscar winning this championship in a McLaren ahead of Lando. That was my wording. You get me? Like I was sure about it. With hizi zingine I'm saying I won't.
Okay, so boss.
You get me?
Okay.
With the total one.
Okay, how the rules are being changed.
The rules are not being changed.
Michael Masi, it's okay.
Haters. Anyway, tuko wapi? Ulikuwa unasema? Driver to agree. Yeah. So let me start with my team of the season. Williams. My team of the season is Williams Racing. James Vowles is doing an incredible job hapo ndani.
Really? You're not going to give Carlos any credit?
I won't.
You're not going to give Albon any credit?
It's not all down to Carlos, because when Carlos is performing, Albon is not performing. When Albon is performing, Carlos is not performing. Like kulikuwa na so type of performance happening between them. And it was really interesting to see. But Carlos definitely. I mean, definitely deserves some praise, and Albon also deserves some praise.
Let's see how the points how they finished.
Yeah, I think Sainz and Malzajiake because he had 2 podiums and Albon only had.
No, Albon and Malzajiake Sainz.
Yeah, Albon has 73 points. Sainz has 64 points.
Yeah. But that's because Albon alikuwa na perform. Unaona when Sainz was performing, it was spectacular because he was getting a podium.
Podiums, yeah.
When Albon was performing, alikuwa consistently P5, P6, P5, P6. Then Sainz ako out of the points. Hizo mid-table points yuko muhimu. Yeah. What about
Carlos? Carlos is your character.
What do you mean my character?
Hizo points za kushine.
Unashine nazo.
But when you come down to look at the nini, kumbe jamaa ako nyuma.
Haters. Wait.
Yeah, for me, it's also Williams. Early in this recording, we said last year they finished P9.
Yeah.
17 points. Ooh. Jesus Christ. After how many races?
But that's because they also had two.
Yeah, granted, yes. But it's still 17 points at the end of the day. Then at the end of the 2025 championship, or season, they finished P6 with 137 points. That's as in from being the bottom of the rest. All the way to the top.
There is that theory that Carlos Sainz makes all these teams better. Do you think it's also in application here?
It has never been proven otherwise. It has always been like that.
Yeah, because yes, he's coming in with experience, you know.
Yeah.
Not just from Ferrari, but also McLaren. And we've always said there are a few drivers on the grid who are development drivers, or they basically help the team go forward.
Yeah.
Carlos, Alonso,
Gasly.
Gasly to some degree. Lakini he hasn't pushed Alpine, but anyway, we'll proceed.
Nah, I think this was a throwaway year for Alpine, and they're comfortable with that. I think this was a throwaway year. And they're
future team principal, Carlos?
What?
Could be. I mean, they come from a family of...
team principal.
Carlos as a future team principal? Nah, I think he's going to get into acting. Have you seen the way he's been practicing his hair? Soap opera. Telemundo.
Like, okay, when Sainz had to sit out for Behrman, I think for the Nini,
appendix,
he decided to be on the that Kanini for the strategy, for the pit wall and everything, and he said that
wasn't he in hospital?
That weekend, I remember he was in hospital.
Alikuwa hospital.
Jeddah, we talking about Jeddah last year.
Who did you see?
No, when he was in Ferrari.
The appendix situation, when Behrman was sitting in for him for the appendix situation, alikuwa hospitali. Maybe you're talking about an FP1 yenye Behrman alipewa an opportunity.
Unataka kuniambia Carlos Sainz how many races has naona kama amesit more than one race out?
Last year.
Ni last year ma?
Last year he had the appendix.
With the Ferrari, that is.
Yeah, Jeddah last year.
Who is Behrman was still racing?
No.
Maybe in FP1 he's talking about. He's talking maybe about a free practice session.
Behrman participated in that entire Jeddah weekend.
The appendicitis situation.
Yes, remember he even.
But he was at. We are talking about Carlos being on the pit wall. See, he was at hospital.
Yes,
there was a race. Carlos was at the pit wall and he was not racing during the race. And Behrman was.
And that's what I'm saying. It might be haikuwa a race. Maybe it was a free practice session.
Race.
Only Jeddah comes to mind. But proceed. Sorry.
So he said that he wanted to show Ferrari his value. It's just not just driving, but he can help another driver be fast. That's why he decided to be there. So from it, I saw like Carlos doesn't only consider himself as a good driver.
Yeah.
He also considers himself as a person who can develop or make a team move forward.
2024, you finished P what in the Constructors' Championship?
Second.
With how many points? I don't know. I don't think you remember.
200 and something. 200.
No, 652 points.
Oh, wow.
What?
Was that close?
Yes.
At 600. Wait.
652. 652 points. You guys were just 12 points shy. Yes. No, 14 points shy from McLaren.
Yeah, I remember we were chasing that title.
Yes. And this year?
Yes, 398.
We are looking for more internal time.
I told you 2026 it's reset. Everyone has the same allocation.
What?
Yeah.
And if you ask Ferrari guys, they will say it's Hamilton.
And they have the best driver pairing.
They will say it's Hamilton.
In terms of raw talent, in terms of number of total race wins, in terms of total
I can explain.
driver championships.
I can explain.
Wait.
I can explain.
Wait. Is it? Do you agree Ferrari like wabe drop?
Yeah. They've regressed. Yeah. But I can explain, guys.
But they're
No
not
win,
but
no
not
win.
melon, but not
Zero
your melon
wins.
of the year.
My melon is Yuki.
Okay.
0 wins.
Kufa na mnyonge wako.
Kufa na mnyonge wako.
0 wins.
It's okay. We have thousands of wins. But anyway, let me explain can I explain?
No, you
Do
don't.
we have an opportunity
You don't need to explain.
No, let me explain for the guy
the
who's
numbers,
not understanding.
the numbers
Not
are-
context is really important.
Even if you give context, no one gives 2 shits.
Ferrari fans gives 2 shits. Just because you don't give 2 shits, people give 2 shits.
No, I give 2 shits. That's why I've been really hard on you. Like, yo, what's up at Ferrari?
But I'm not at Maranello. Yeah. But
We move
moving on to
2020.
rookie of the season.
Oh. Okay, me, I had Bortoleto, but I've been changing my mind slowly. Apparently, Bortoleto is a leader in the Distractors Championship.
Yeah, those are you two came here singing the same hymn. But I was like, what are you people on?
I do still believe he's a fast driver, but in terms of comparing him with other rookies, Hajar takes it.
I actually agree with you on that. Hajar, especially the way he started his year, with Helmut Marko going into him.
Tough love.
And this is part of the reason why I believe Ata succeed. Atapata that toxic Red Bull environment. Which I actually
who
don't
do you
think
think
is
will win the championship first for all the rookies? Like, okay, let me put it.
Kimi.
Let me put kuna achana na era Lando.
Kimi. I would nisha understand your question, and I've given you the answer.
It's Kimi.
Yeah.
Is Kimi winning the champion before
Hajar, yes.
Before Hajar?
Yeah.
Is that now like a prediction?
Driver?
Is that a prediction?
Maybe a Ferrari driver, maybe a Mercedes driver.
Is that a prediction that we can write down somewhere?
Yeah, Kimi.
No, this is minute 146. But we'll take it up. Go to minute 43.
Mutaipata missing.
Rookie of the season. So we've had how many rookies this season?
Bortoleto,
5.
Hajar,
If we count Lawson
Behrman.
and Duhan, we bring Duhan back into the picture.
Are we counting?
Watafika 6?
Are we counting Nani? Behrman?
I don't know.
Anyway, I think there are 3 who've
Stood out.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Okay.
Hajar, driving for Racing Bulls. We have Behrman
Definitely for us.
for Haas, and you have Kimi Antonelli for Mercedes. It's I'm saying the three have stood out.
Nilikuwa tatu kusema. Do you think Kimi is particularly stood out because of his driving of quicker?
Yes, but we've seen shades of brilliance in Kimi. There's some weekends where he beat George, even in qualifying.
Yeah.
Vegas comes to mind because Vegas, that was his first time driving around that track, and he was quick.
Was it his second podium in Vegas? Did he get a podium in Vegas?
Kimi.
Nigani, he was whispering to his tires.
Kimi Antonelli
After the disqualifications, I think because
Second
Mercedes
podium.
got a double podium.
Yeah.
I think after disqualification.
Yeah, because Vegas, McLaren zilikuwa na he got the podium, but he wasn't on the podium.
Yeah, but he was on pace.
Yeah.
He had pace that weekend. But anyway, it will be hard not to give Kimi rookie of the season. Yes, the car.
No, I'm asking for you.
For me.
Yeah.
What
Rookie of the season.
It's Kimi.
Oh, it's Kimi.
Yeah,
Ahead of Hajar.
Yes.
Bro, sungengoja tu land. See, he was telling us the 3, lakini
Okay.
atuambia who was.
Yeah.
Was the
So
thing-
it's really close between Isaac, Hajar, and Kimi. But I'm still going to give Kimi because yes, the car gives him or props him as the better rookie.
So we're not
But-
supposed to depend on the standings as a metric. Like you're now taking the standings away because the car was actually brilliant.
Yes. But also the car also has to enter the picture to some degree. Yeah. But again, not taking away from Isaac and Behrman. All 3 of them, they've given us like some proper moment or some proper.
I mean, Isaac has been promoted.
Yeah,
Rightfully
to
so.
Rebel. Yeah.
Na hii yake si ya ku campaign venye za Yuki zilifanywa campaign.
Now, Just going to give it to Kimi. And he also had a kind of a comeback. I can't remember which race it was. Was it Imola or something? There's a time he had a stinker.
I know Europe he didn't perform well.
Yeah. And he's come out saying, he's race engineer, Bono. And some other guys at Mercedes sat him down and told him, yo, young man, listen, either start performing or
was there an or?
Yeah.
Was there an or?
Yes. It doesn't have to be said.
I don't think there was an or. Toto Akiwa.
It doesn't have to be
There was
said.
an or.
Yeah, as in you shape up.
Or for Kimi.
Max could be in the picture again. Anyway,
So
it was still within that time frame where we had rumors. I don't know Toto and
all
Max.
I remember
don't know.
is
Toto and Max, I don't know where they were. I don't know. So if Kimi did not pull up his socks,
All I
definitely
know-
the guy who was going out.
all I know is George alipata contract na all of a sudden I can relax.
Yeah,
For a few races.
I feel some type of way about George. I know I've been his biggest supporter on this pod.
Yeah.
But George let me down.
Where in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, yes.
Okay, what I can say about Kimi, his biggest advantage compared to the other rookies is I may get a taste of handling pressure in a top team, because that's not something that you
The other guys
can
don't have
prepare
that.
for. You just have to go through it. So if because Hajar, that pressure is coming to him. You're just going to see how he's going to handle it. But in terms of how Kimi handled that pressure in a Mercedes, I think he did a good job.
Do you think Hajar is going to survive at Red Bull?
So of all the people who team up with Max, the only person ambao nishaikuwa na like I hope it can be at toe or be the same with what Ricardo did was Albon. But after Albon, the next one now, like a glimpse is Hajar. I'm just hoping that him being new and the only car he has driven in Formula 1 is a ground effect. He's coming to a new one. And I'm hoping him being young, he's just going there to adapt to whatever is going to be given. He's not going there to say, oh, I want it like this, I want it like this. I think he's going there to, like, I'm just going to do my best with the packages that I've been given. And I think with that mentality, he has a shot of, like, at least not to reduce the gap between him and Max.
I personally concur with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. The only part I don't agree with is the Albon part. But with him having the ingredients to succeed, I personally believe he has a fairer shot than the guys who came before him to some degree. And the guys who came before him, I'm putting a cap hadi hapo kwa Checo. From Checo onwards, I think the guys who came in after Checo, wote walikuanga tu set up to fail.
Like Lawson.
Yeah, Lawson, Yuki. These guys were set up to fail. And I particularly feel for Yuki because Yuki, I believe Red Bull felt the pressure from the outside world to give Yuki the seat because everybody's like, why are you giving it to Lawson? And Yuki deserves it because he's been performing in the Racing Bulls now, whatever. They should have just left him alone. Watch Lawson apitie the heat. Because Lawson looked like he could take the hit. He was trying to wrestle with that responsibility. Not wrestle against the responsibility, but wrestle with it. He was trying to take on the challenge. Yuki alikuja then akadisappear. They just extinguished the Yuki flame. And now you've seen he's been booted out. Basically. But it could be also because Honda leaving and whatever. I don't know about all this, the details. But for Hajar to perform, the ingredients I'm talking about is we saw how they rubbed shoulders with Helmut Marko. How emotional he was the first race, not because of Helmut solely, but because he also felt like I've messed up. Again, Hamilton Senior did a really good job in putting the arm around the kid and defending him publicly because at such a young age you probably at that age you probably need somebody to to back you, and a figure like Hamilton's dad backing you, that was really good for him. Now going into Red Bull and finding guys like Akina Lauren Miquez, guys who are more conservative, see Akina Helmut who, they are fiery characters, going to a place where you now find chill characters and everybody is now reserved, conservative. Like the Nanis have gone, the Jonathan Whitleys have gone, the Helmut have gone, the Christian Horners have gone. The guys who are playing politics kwa your team, we can't see the political picture anymore. You get me? We can't see that political struggle picture. So you're just going to a place where all that's required of you is performing in the car. They give you a good car, performing. And the fact that he's going into the car as a reset thing, kitu yenye imeresetiwa. Like aendi kupata an evolution of somebody else's car the way akina Lawson walipata an evolution of a car that Max Verstappen alikuwa amepatia na feedback na how hakuwa na any input. He's going to a car where everything is set from
new
zero,
regs,
everything. So probably I think he'll perform better than people expect to. And that's my take on the
I also agree with that.
Yeah. Ata perform. Now, tumeongelea story ya 2026 sana. Let's talk about it because 2026 kuna a lot of things happening. Now, first things first, the ground effect era, 2022 to 2025.
Coming to a close, man.
How was it for you guys?
The best.
What?
For Red Bull.
Oh, because Red Bull were winning.
Max he could have swept the clean yote the ground effect were it not for those 2 points.
Was it not for Kimi? Well, you're going to cut this part out.
So it was a good era for Red Bull, I would say.
Would you classify it as a hit or miss, coming from the problems that the turbo hybrid era presented? One being how costly the turbo, yes, because remember the cost cap was introduced with this new era. Two, they wanted to make racing more exciting. They wanted the racing to be closer, and that is also the same theme that spills over to 2026. Yeah. So, do you think it was a hit or miss as a fan?
In terms of making race closer, it was a miss. It seemed to work in the beginning at 2022 when especially those initial races, but after a while it became hard to overtake.
Personally, I think it was a hit. I didn't start watching Formula One when the turbo hybrid era started. I jumped in 2018 somewhere there. And I immediately got tired of seeing Mercedes / Hamilton and Bottas running away with this.
Bottas being told to give.
Yes. Then the moment I started getting into the technical details, then seeing some of the budgets or some of the money and the resources / that teams are actually throwing into the development, you could clearly see this is a bit unfair. Yeah. So now the ground effect era came with, okay, just maintain the same power unit, but the cars are now generating downforce in a different way. We are clamping down on some of the complex aerodynamics that you guys had before.
Nakumbuka that front wing.
Yeah.
No, the front wing, the badge boards, as in it was
crazy.
They were really something. We also have the cost cap coming in. Yeah. So it kind of made the playing field a bit level. Yes, the people already coming with later like ground effect knowledge into this new era. The people already coming in with knowledge on how to build like power units, how to basically put everything together. The power unit, the chassis, everything together. But if you look at the people who are previously at the bottom, look at Haas, the turbo hybrid era, especially at the tail end, 19, 20, 21. Haas were nowhere in the picture.
Yeah, there's like a season they finished P7. I mean, P6, someone where? And Gunther was getting all the praise.
Well, granted, Gunther was responsible for some of those poor performances. But
why are you dragging the man who's not there?
I know, Malaysia. But let's be honest. When they replaced him with Eyo Komatsu, where is Haas right now?
It's not like it's like a staggering improvement.
It is. What are you talking about?
Haas walimalizana mangapi kwa
So
championship?
the competition
P8.
has gotten better.
Yes. I honestly believe the field it got closer.
Yeah, the field.
There's some truth to it. Like
Yes.
if I look at maybe the constructors nikiangalia kama for this season between
This
Racing
season was
Bulls
bad.
to
Oh,
Sauber,
sorry.
they are close.
Yeah.
But for this season, McLaren wako.
Yeah, they were in another field. So of course, yes, the car. We've talked about the cars being larger, the cars being heavier.
Yeah.
I think this presented an additional challenge to the drivers and also to the engineers, which to me again that was a hit. Because remember 22 and 23, there were guys who were still trying to figure shit out. 24, Mercedes was still trying to figure shit out.
There are no side pods experiments.
Yeah. As in it's given us this from a technical perspective. We've seen how engineers can actually struggle to try and get performance out of these cars. And if you compare 22 and 21, lap times, 22 are actually slower. But if you look at 25 and the lap times and 21, they're almost at the same. There's some tracks where actually even this heavier cars compared to 21, they're actually faster. My last point on the ground effect era is I think they've given us some brilliant cars.
In terms of looks?
Like
Looks and also performance.
I know you're talking about the F175. Yeah, it was a beautiful car.
F175, 2022 F175. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
Bellissimo.
F175.
If you could date a car,
Beautiful car.
I will date it.
23, we had the RB19. Yeah. Record breaking.
Oh, this is not beauty. We're talking performance.
Yeah. It's anything. 2020. Hey, we also have to, by the shout out to Mercedes. I know you told us to send to Songe Mercedes. Mercedes were really bold coming up with the W13. They know side pods. I have to give them a shout out.
That's an like room for innovation.
Yes.
Room for innovation.
They pushed the limit bana beyond. Hey. Kudos.
Now, you know, coming from that car dominant nini they were, people were scared. Tulikuwa tumeingiziwa baridi, tumeuziwa uoga.
Hey, George was like, this thing looks quick. Psych. Yeah. And then, of course, I have to mention the MCL 39. McLaren's car this year. Yeah. What's up?
Talking about the Mercedes and the no side for errors, and I remember when they were, you remember the unveiling 2022, wamezieka sasa kwa grade, they're taking the promo shoots, and everybody was walking by that Mercedes. And now that you said, hey, this thing looks quick, I remember there was a statement like that. Somebody
George.
passed it, and he was like,
George. Yeah.
And then the season bana kulikuwa, hey, kana umana side pods papo, change your fucking car.
It was messy.
Most of regulations, they don't affect both engines and aero at the same time. Inakuanga
One thing.
one thing. But for this one, 2026, affecting both the engine and the aero. So the shake-up will be massive. That's what I expect.
And also the racing dynamics. Remember they're getting rid of DRS.
Yeah.
Replacing with your push to overtake.
The manual override mode.
Mom. Now I can't wait for the 2026. It's not like 80 days away. 2026 season, March 7th. 20, and we can't wait. The unveiling, Red Bull mshasema ni 15th January. Ferrari are saying they're releasing theirs around between 15th to 30th January, between there. So people are
The release are not on February.
Squeezy. Masa. Cadillac washasema yao inatoka Super Bowl.
Which is when?
February, I think 7th, 8th hapo.
Audi is already unveiled their car.
Audi are already done.
Hey, check it. Ni sahi. Do we race today? Is it tomorrow or today?
That PU has already been sealed. Now they're working on the 27 and 28.
Done.
Yeah.
You know, another project. And but I can't wait to see what Akina, specifically Cadillac, Aston Martin, and Audi bring to the field. You know why? Because Cadillac are coming as new entrants. Wamekuwa huko ma IndyCar na huko ma American sports and whatever, dominating, wiping the field with these guys. Now they're coming now to the big boy sports. And I know they're getting the Ferrari PU for the meantime.
Till 2029.
They're just getting into LAN at the moment.
No, till 29. Then from 29 onwards, they are now becoming a supplier.
Yeah, and I'm saying it's 28.
Okay, semantics.
Yeah, so like them getting into that picture evil. I really want to see what they are going to do, because one,
Not
they'll
with
have a good
the
engine.
Ferrari engine.
No, they'll have a good engine. I trust Ferrari to make a good engine. I'll never have problems with Ferrari at having a car. Like basically,
It's not the internal combustion engine.
See, Ferrari
Kuna so many.
Ferrari was blowing its guts
with
up at
the money they
2022.
have and the access to resources that they have, I don't see them making a mediocre engine at the beginning of race. Labda with the
a hybrid engine.
The ground effect era Ferrari had a shitty engine.
Like, hey. You see, they had moments when they had a shitty engine. See, they had a shitty engine.
For Ferrari,
They did.
Turbo hybrid era yote?
No, I'm talking about the ground effect era.
Ground effects walianza vizuri, then they started messing up with their own development strategies.
Already 2022, you guys had a shitty engine.
2022, we had a shitty engine.
You don't. Bro, I can tell you the number of times where we saw the Ferrari PU blowing.
Paul Ricard
Austria, Baku.
Okay, listen. Tunaongelelea nini sahi? I'm saying performance wise, achana reliability na hizo vitu zote.
When you're talking about power unit, it's not just performance.
Okay,
Because
sir,
see the performance, there's a threshold you always Peter. If it's 1,000 horsepower, it's 1,000 horsepower.
All I'm saying
reliability comes into the picture.
Okay, now when you bring reliability, that's another topic.
No, it's the same.
It's not the same.
You have to build a reliable engine first.
Okay, you won't switch my topic.
I just did.
What I'm just saying is I know for a fact Ferrari will have a performing engine. Like engine performance in the sense of it will be okay, not performing, competitive engine. They will have a competitive engine.
Mercedes, I can believe.
Check it. You guys, Kwani, how are you guys looking at these things? These guys have all these resources. They have all these engineers. They have world-class facilities. Of course,
they have been having those since 2008. So is it kweli ni leo too? Is it only today they are having those things?
You're mixing vegetables na sijui
nyama.
They have been having
Listen to the man. He's called the statsman for a reason.
No, you're mixing everything.
No,
what I'm saying right now ni simple as this. These guys definitely have the facilities to make a very good a competitive engine na kitu kayo. So expect a competitive engine from them. Nika kusema Mercedes will make a shit engine. It's really hard. They'll definitely make a competitive engine.
There's a possibility.
Very high possibility. They'll make a competitive engine.
As long as there's a possibility that Ferrari might come out with a stink of an engine.
Ferrari
that is a valid point.
You can
when the testing the testing time was reduced. There was when there was no limited testing. Hapo Fiorano. Kila siku. Every day.
You have to get that data.
That time you were performing when there was no limitation in testing.
And
but
also,
when limitation in testing came,
I'm calling this now. And the reason I feel kuna something happening is I talked about, was it 2021? Ile time yenye some agreement was made with the FIA na wakaifunga behind closed doors. And something to do with the engine ya Ferrari na vitu kaa hizo. I don't want to say
oil ile mlikuwa mnakunywa oil.
There was something too happening with the Ferrari engine.
Using oil as fuel.
We didn't know. Where did you see these documents?
Continue.
Well,
continue.
we know the details of what Ferrari was doing.
So what do you guys think are keeping the engineers awake for 2026?
Of course, the power unit, like I was talking about. So the power split is moving from 80-20, which is 80% from the internal combustion engine and 20 from the hybrid bit. Sorry, the electrical bit to now 50-50.
Near 50-50.
It's 50-50 on the dot. So
Near 50-50.
yeah. So back to what he said, I think Max was the first one to say like, yo, I think now drivers will be downshifting, on the streets to recharge the batteries
to
at
charge.
Monza. Yeah. So the driving dynamics, I think that's going to be really interesting. The PU development, of course, is one of them. The other that comes to mind is the aerodynamics bit.
Yeah.
Because now we are talking about active aero.
X mode and
Yes,
Z mode.
X mode and Z mode. So it will be interesting to see not just how engineers implement this bit, because I think this is what they're currently doing the testing on, but during a race or a lap, how will the driver flip-flop between X mode and Z mode? And also, how are they going to set up the car? Because
setup will actually be a big thing.
Because you can gamble. Do I go for a less draggy car?
That's why you have Nini, because the car can be 2 in 1.
Yeah, it's okay. You still have the wings going up and down. But you see a place like Monza, you can't show up with the same wing levels, front wing and rear wing, as let's say like a high downforce track. Let's say like
So in Monza, the difference between the X mode and the Y mode is very minimal, Ama.
Yes. But now you see there are some
the Z mode.
But you see, again also, depending on the configuration, you can decide I want to be really quick on the streets. But then you also need to think about how am I going to harvest energy. If you say I'm going to be really quick on the corners, then what are you compromising on? I think there's a lot of dots that as fans you are like, how are they going to like do these things? And I think that is what's keeping the engineers awake.
Near 50-50 split. Ngoja. Near 50-50 split. Just confirming.
You see, DRS, they're trying to replicate the advantage that someone got with DRS. But you see, the thing with DRS, it now comes with complications, aerodynamic complications that again lead to the dirty air, etc., etc. So they want to replace that with X and Y zone, X and the Z mode. You can either
For the aero.
less drag, more downforce, depending on where you are on the track. But to give the driver behind that advantage, I think they want to cap the driver that's being chased. I think the amount of power that you can make, I don't know, past, is it 290 kilometers per hour or something from the electrical motor, from the MGK. That gets step out down, but the person who's behind, when they press the manual override,
they can go faster.
They have more access, as in they have access to more power. Yeah.
From the battery?
Yes, from the battery, yes.
So, wait. So, if I'm harvesting and I press the mom, is it a guarantee that I'll have enough power to overtake, or I can say maybe I'll wait a couple of laps so that I can get more power for it?
It depends. It depends. If you, because you see, you can defend by making the car wider, or in 2026, you can defend by also using your manual override to like gain more pace. Yeah.
But unaona Kenya unasema sahi, that's actually what inaleta hiyo problem ya the electrical bit of the engine. Like are you guaranteed you'll have access to that power?
Even having enough power.
Yeah, enough access, like enough power.
In the battery.
That's what's bringing the tricky conversation into play. But hey,
but they were saying they were going to limit how much power you can harvest so that you don't.
Yeah, even at the moment they limit that.
So that you don't lift or downshift nini, especially on Monza, Silverstone, and Belgium.
Spa.
Yeah, but in places like where? Monaco, it won't be an issue.
Right. With this generation that we've just concluded, you can deploy a maximum of 4 megajoules of energy, and you can only recover half of that, 2 per lap.
2 per lap.
2 megajoules.
I'm thinking about umesema something in places like Monaco. Do you think sasa Monaco itakuwa an exciting race to watch because these cars zinaweza pita mbili at one turn?
How less do you
2 at one turn? I don't think.
I think they can. If I look at the
bro, they're just reducing the cars by. Is it?
Mnakumbuka?
It's not even more. It's how many millimeters wideness?
I mean,
I
okay.
think they're reducing it by. Is it 20 centimeters or something?
Angalia, they are
20
reducing
centimeter.
this one. Na pia hii ina reduce, ndio. So inamaanisha those are 2 reductions. So chances are.
When they're moving, hey, come on, bro. Monaco
we
is
saw
close.
a situation in ile situation ya George snatching Nani's. I mean, Leclerc snatching George's chain. Hiyo ya kuforce your way into that kanini. Hizo ni vitu zinaziwezi happen Monaco because hizo barriers they're too close to each other na vitu kaiza. Do you think with the 2026 cars being a bit smaller they can actually fit? Drivers will actually be more brave to send it because even the tires are narrower. Account for that pia.
Yeah. And okay, I don't know. Let me not lie. I don't know.
Also, while you answer this, Rusha hii pia, si kuna drivers wenye wana claim at the ground effect cars undid them. Do you think this generation will undo some drivers? Maybe Max atakuwa Max tumezoea kitu kaa hiyo.
I hope so. And as in, I'd like to see.
You want to see new drivers get into the picture?
Yeah.
Tuone Haja wiping the floor.
Yeah.
Wenye Ricardo alifanya Vettel. I think there's one thing I want to see in Hamilton. Walimtetea sana with the ground effect cars. They defended him a lot, but I want to see why. What will happen?
The belief I have is that a works team will, especially in the first year, is supposed to do better than a team that receive like a McLaren or a Williams. Yeah. That's why like next year for McLaren iko nje. So it remains with Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari.
Umejirusha hapo. Actually, it's foresee dark days for you guys. It's go by.
With Ford. I told you Ford is coming with alien tech.
Sawa.
That battery won't be draining.
Mlisema ni element 115. Inamaitwaje?
Battery, you don't need to recharge, full charge throughout.
Aya, ni sawa. We'll wait and see. With that, let's wrap it up. Come to a close. It's been a spectacular year. 2025 has been gracious. You know, we've done a lot of things as the people discussions. Tumekuwa na the watch parties. The watch parties have been a big part of our journey this year.
Yeah.
Na we had to trim something out. Before tulikuwa na the spaces, the same kwa the watch parties tuliamua kwa ground guys wakuje wa show up they scream their lungs out we thank you everybody who subscribes engages with us you know guys in the group when you talk every day and keep the group interesting na mnaongelea things that we want to talk about basically we want to stay in an environment where tunataka kuongea fun as even as we go to this break we need 80 days or something yeah you know I'm sure pale ndani guys will be occupied speculating tutakuwa tukiongelea vizuri speculations hapo ndani and again I always say I'm advertising it if you guys want to join it just contact us from any platform to join sahi hakuna any watch party but we'll try and host an end of year party because you guys have been asking for it especially pale the group members mmekuwa mkiitisha that end of year party sana and we'll try and organize something for you before the close of the year as for now this has been the Pitbull Discussions. I've been your boy AS the Trouble Man himself, twice as nice, smooth as ice, never had a bad day in my life. And to my left,
Mushiri the Statman.
Mushiri the Statman. To my right,
Done.
And that's how we are done with today's episode. Catch you guys on the next one. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the 9, you know. And watch the previous videos, but rack up those views. Angalia, if you missed on the watch parties, watch them. Jibambe. See what you missed out on, yeah? Peace.